Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we are going to replace the alternator belt on a Fire 1600H combine. So this is pretty much the same for most Fires and probably other combines as well. So yeah, let's get into the video. So here we are in the cab of the combine. When I was cutting corn, this red light here started to glow on and it looks like a brick, so it's kind of a weird symbol. I didn't know what it meant until the engine no longer started, so then I figured out pretty quickly it was the alternator. So obviously the alternator or the batteries weren't working, and when I inspected there was no alternator belt. It had disintegrated itself, so that's why that light was glowing on. Yeah, there's the problem. Looking down on top of the engine, it's a V8 engine, so there's a V in the middle. Come down this side, I've already replaced the alternator belt, but this is how we did it. So there's the alternator and the belt reattached. There's the power shaft coming out of the crankshaft. You can see there's a big rubber donut or rubber bush in the middle, and then a shaft coming all the way to this side. So I didn't know how to replace the alternator belt, because you have to somehow get it over the crankshaft pulley. But how do you get it on? So obviously I thought, right, you undo the bolts that are on the donut, and then somehow you're able to get the belt in. The more I looked at it, the more I realized how difficult this job is going to be. So the 3 bolts on the left side, I think, are 24s, and the 3 on the right side actually look like pins. So it looks like that shaft should slide, and it should be easy enough. But that's how you can get to 1 bolt. The second one is off over there, and you'd have to go on the other side of the engine to even find the third one, and I don't think that's going to even happen. You can't turn the engine over because it'll actually ring the shaft if you don't have all the bolts in. So this is what I did. I followed that shaft all the way outside. So this shaft here, it goes out through the bodywork. So let's see where it is on the other side. Okay, if you look at that shaft, that's it there coming out. So there's a set of pulleys up there. There's a bearing just up there in the corner, and then another set of pulleys. Then another set of pulleys, and then we're at the end. So after studying the combine, it comes out and ends just up here, that shaft. So there's a bearing up there as well. You can see it just behind all of this here. Maybe you can't see it. So what we're going to do is undo the 2 bolts that hold on that bearing. So the bearing is up here behind these 2 pulleys, and to get to them, you go all the way inside here, and all the way up there, somewhere, there's 2 bolts. The 2 bolts are 2 19s, so let's undo them. Also, we had to undo this plate here, and the far one inside as well, to give us a bit of wiggle room. So what we did was basically just get the alternator belt and slide it over every single pulley, including the bearing, which is up here, that's now loose. You can actually lift that up with your hand because that shaft is connected to a bush at the other end, the big donut, and there is a little bit of movement in it. What we did was use a Dremel, and that little mouse hole, we made that much bigger towards the front, which allowed this big pulley here to move more forward, so we could get the belt over the top of it. Now with the bigger hole in it, we can now push the belt through the hole and into the engine bay in here. If you think this video isn't very good and there's not much room for the camera, you think how much room there was for my hands in trying to get an alternator belt in. It was an awful job, but this is the way I did it. I'm not sure whether it's the right way or not. Maybe the right way is just to undo all the belts, undo the bearing, slide the whole shaft out, and then from the top drop the alternator belt in. But I didn't want to do any of that, so this is the way I did it. Now with the alternator belt shoved into that little hole just there, it's now probably resting on this shaft here. So basically you have it done. Now you just walk the alternator belt up onto that pulley at the bottom, and then you can throw it over the alternator pulley here. Then it's just a matter of tightening up the alternator, and that's the job done. Okay, red light on, let's start it. Hey! No longer on. It's fixed. thanks very much for watching, guys. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe over there, and as always, guys, thanks for watching. See you later.